Hello, welcome everyone. So, today we're going to do curry goat. So, this was a request by my cousin Warren. So, Warren, today we're going to do curry goat because you said you want to learn how to do curry goat. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's do some curry goat. Now, mind you, the goat meat I had to soak overnight in lemon and lime juice with water, okay? I needed to do that in order to get the gamey taste out of goat meat. The goat meat, and along with other types of meats, are very gamey. So you gotta be able to soak it overnight, at least overnight, in order to get that gamey taste out of it, so you can put the flavor in it. And when you eat it, you can be like, "Oh, this is so good." All right? So I'm gonna do curry goat a very, very simple way, okay? I'm gonna use a crock pot. Like, what? A crock pot? Yes, a crock pot. Let me tell you why. A crock pot will cook it slowly because curry goat needs to cook for a while. And I don't mean 30 minutes. It needs to cook for a couple of hours, okay? So you put it in the crock pot on high. Maybe about 4 hours later, you're good. So the good thing with that is it's simple. Put your seasonings in. You only gotta nurse it a couple times, walk away, go do something else. Okay? So here's what we're gonna do. We put some oil in the crock pot already, okay? We got a couple of bay leaves in there already too. So the oil I used was grapeseed oil. Now let's put in the curry goat. Ooh, you hear that sizzling? I hear a sizzle. Well, let me tell you why it's sizzling. I actually went ahead and I turned the crock pot on high about 30 minutes ago. Yep, 30 minutes ago, I sure did. So, but you're saying, Nick, why is the curry goat already seasoned? Good point. I was trying to fast forward and fast track some things. So, I'm gonna show you all the seasonings I put in place. Basil, you need about a tablespoon of basil. Parsley, tablespoon of parsley. Red crushed pepper, you can get away with a teaspoon. Ground cumin, need a teaspoon. Thyme, and I love thyme. You need about a half a tablespoon of thyme. Okay? You also need to put in some black pepper. You need to put in ginger. Now for ginger, you're gonna need to put in about a couple teaspoons of ginger. All right, next up, we're gonna put in our carrots. Then we're gonna put some celery in this side, okay? We're gonna put in our peppers. Now, if you got a Scotch bonnet pepper, that is the perfect pepper to use, is a Scotch bonnet pepper. I don't have that, obviously. So, next thing you're gonna do is potatoes. Now, when you're doing curry chicken or curry goat, doesn't matter. Should always be some red onions or some onions, but your onions, your meat, and then the potatoes. The peppers need to be at least a Scotch bonnet or something else hot. Okay. So, question, and I know you got a question. You said some care and some nursing. That's right, you do. However, oh, and last but not least, for my personal taste, this is my personal taste, I'm putting in some mushrooms because I like mushrooms. You're also going to have to put in some chickpeas. Now, these chickpeas have 160 grams of sodium in it, milligrams of sodium, not gram, milligrams. That's a good thing because if you look on something else, it says for the chickpeas usually around 200 or more. So this is 160 milligrams, okay? Okay, so as you see, I've already added in the curry seasoning. And you're like, what is a little flakes? It's crushed red pepper. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna stir it up a little bit. So we get a nice coating of seasoning all over the crock pot. And you're like, but there's nothing wet in there. I know, but I'm gonna add in some chicken stock. And then we're gonna put a top on the lid. And guess what? We're gonna walk away. And in 4 hours, we get to unveil all the goodness. So, here's the chicken stock. And I'm pouring the chicken stock in. And you wanna know how much chicken stock to put in? Put in only about a cup. Or if you wanna be more generous, 2 cups of chicken stock. Make sure it's on high, and we're gonna check this in about 4 hours. So, back to the curry goat. As you see, it's looking phenomenal right now. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna add in a little bit of salt, and then we're gonna stir it up. Ooh, look at that. There goes some goat. And we have a nice hearty broth too. Look at that broth. Now, if you want to make the broth thicker than what it already is, and it's looking like a pretty decent size, broth already, you can actually add a little bit of cornstarch, probably like a tablespoon or so. So all you need now is your rice and you're good to go. Version of curry goat. We let it cool down a little bit. We have a nice thick broth. All the potatoes are nice and easy to hold in your mouth and chew, and it just bursts with just flavor. And the goat itself is right here, nice and tender. So let's plate it on with some rice and see how it looks. So now we have our curry goat over some rice. So we have our curry goat over rice, done the simple way in a crock pot. Now mind you, it's gonna take about 4 or 4.5 hours, give or take on that last 30 minutes. But what I would do is, if you want to get it right, plug the crock pot up, put it on high, put some oil in it for about 30 minutes before you put any food in it. So that way the crock pot itself can start to warm up and you're not exactly doing it from scratch. Exactly. You know what I mean? So, have a great day, ladies and gentlemen, and enjoy your curry goat.